Welcome to Stevie's Kitchen. Tonight is date night and it's also my girl's birthday and she wants Frutti Di Mare, so Frutti Di Mare is what we're gonna make. So we're gonna get this pasta going first. We're gonna do linguine tonight. It's still all the same way because it's gonna be fresh homemade pasta. So I got a cup and a half of 0.00 flour. Now I have 9 egg yolks and 1 whole egg in here. Trying to get all this egg yolk in here. That's where all the goodness is. Now we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and we're going to do about 1.5 tablespoons of salt, roughly about 3 pinches for me. And now we're going to fit our KitchenAid with our dough hook, lock it into place. We're going to let this go low and slow for about 8 minutes. So we've had our pasta dough in the refrigerator for an hour, so I had it wrapped up in plastic wrap. We're going to take it out. Get a little flour on the surface here. Then I'll put a little bit more on top. So we're just gonna roll this out till it gets a little bit thinner. We just wanted to get to be thin enough to where we can run it through our pasta sheeter. So just gonna keep rolling it over. One last roll. Now that it's thin enough to roll through the pasta sheeter, we're gonna section it out. So I'm just gonna take a knife out, get about 4 or 5 sections. Then we're just gonna add a little bit more flour to these so whenever we go through the sheeter, it doesn't get stuck on anything. Now I'm gonna get my KitchenAid attachments out. This is going to take about 5 minutes. We're going to run it through the pasta sheeter. We're going to sheet it down to about a size 4 thin, and then we're going to make linguine noodles out of it. Got it on 1. So now we're finishing up. This is the last run through on 4. As you can tell, I've sectioned off some of these pasta sheets just because they're long and I don't want super long noodles. So this is our last one, and now I'm gonna put our linguine attachment on. I brought over my drying rack, so whenever I cut these, I'll just put them on here. You don't necessarily have to put them on a drying rack. I just kind of like to let them hang. Makes easier for cleanup and just when I'm putting them into the boiling water. Now that we got all of our pasta cut, let's get this sauce going. Now I have about 3 tablespoons of butter down in the pan. I have 4 cloves of garlic minced. I'm gonna let all this kind of just saute together for about 1 minute. Just get the smell of that garlic in the air. I have 1 pound of shrimp that I've already cleaned and deveined. I'm gonna toss this all in. Get a slight cook on this. This is gonna be something else that it's only gonna cook for about a minute. You don't wanna overcook all this because it's a long process. So all these things are just gonna cook for like a minute or 2. Shrimp is slightly starting to turn colors. I have 1 pound of calamari. Is now gonna be added. Same thing, we're just gonna cook this until the calamari gets a little bit of color, another minute. During this time, I'm gonna add in my chili flakes. Do 1.5 teaspoons. So now I have 1 pound of mussels that I'm gonna toss in. Just gonna quick little mix. And now I have 3/4 cup of white wine. Deglaze the pan, create some steam. I'm gonna put this lid on so these mussels have a chance to open up, and we're just gonna let it go for about 5 minutes. So now we have all the seafood cooked. See that our mussels have opened up. So I've made a day ahead the arrabbiata sauce basically a spicy marinara sauce. I made it a day ahead because it allows the flavors to concentrate a lot better, gives it a richer flavor. So I got 2 cups going in. Just gonna mix this all up. Get all of our seafood and mussels coated in it. Have some fresh oregano. We're gonna toss in at this time right now. And then I'm gonna put this lid back on with the heat off and just let all these flavors kind of marry together for another 5 minutes. And during that time, we're gonna get this pasta drop, and then we're gonna add it all together. All right, now let's get this plated. Got our noodles over here. Drop our noodles down. And then now we're gonna ladle over our Frutti Di Mare. Get plenty of seafood in here. Just get a little squeeze of lemon over top. And then top it with some fresh basil. Now I'm gonna bring out the guest of honor so she can tell me how she feels about it. Well, since this is your birthday meal, let me know how you feel about it.
That I will.
Good?
Well done.
Right spice level for you?
It could always be spicier. Could always be spicier.
Fair enough. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.